Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the video. Dan Francis Owen, real life gig advice, bass players only. I hope you're all doing great. In this video lesson, I'm going to share with you an exercise which JACO Pastorius shared with a young Marcus Miller. And I think that is the only introduction that you need to hear for this video. Guys, I've created a free PDF download for you guys for this lesson with notation and tab. All you got to do is follow the link in the description below. It'll take you to my website. You let me know where you would like me to send it to and it'll be with you straight away. And guys, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell and let's get into it. So I was recently watching an amazing documentary, JACO Pastorius, The Lost Tapes documentary. It's an amazing documentary full of great footage and interviews with some of the greats, including Marcus Miller, Peter Erskine, Joe Zawinul, Dave Carpenter. I suspect that some of you guys have already watched this documentary, but if you haven't, I'm going to put a link in the description below for you guys to check out that documentary because it's really worth a watch. It's amazing. So in one of the many segments throughout the documentary where Marcus Miller is featured, Marcus talks about the room 219. Now I'm going to paraphrase. So basically Marcus arrives at a hotel. He's on tour with Roberta Flack at the time. He's 20 years old. He gets into his hotel room. The phone rings. Hey Marcus, it's JACO. I'm in 219. Come up and get your bass lesson. Amazing, right? Legendary. So then Marcus carries on to talk about getting into the room, and then Marcus shares an exercise that JACO shared with him for his left hand, and it's a whole tone scale exercise. And I saw it and I thought, I've got to transcribe that so I can share it with you guys, because this has come from the master and you need to know it. Guys, you should have your PDF download in front of you now. I'm going to be getting into the exercise in just a second and I'm going to be referring to it. It's got fingerings on there which are very important. If you haven't got the PDF download, all you got to do is follow the link in the description, take you to my website. You let me know where you would like me to deliver it to and it'll be with you straight away. Alright guys, let's get into it. Now guys, in the documentary, Marcus plays this exercise kind of casually, descending when he's sitting on the steps. Now for the purposes of presenting it to you guys, I've started it on C, but I have written it descending like the way Marcus plays it, just so that it sounds closer to the way Marcus has already demonstrated it. Now I'm just going to play it for you so you can hear the sound of the whole tone scale and also the sound and the overall gist of the exercise. Check it out. Now guys, from the demonstration just there, you might have noticed that what I was doing was, with my left hand, I was using a shape that I was just starting on each degree of the whole note scale. Yeah? So you can see on your PDF that I've written some fingerings on there for you. So if we check out the first bar, so we've got C, B flat, G flat, E, right? And that's starting on the D string here on the 10th fret. So C, B flat, G flat, E, right? And we're playing the C with our pinky, the 4th finger, B flat with our 2nd finger, the G flat with our 3rd finger, and the E with our 1st finger. Yeah? And we continue that throughout the descending scale. So we start on C, and then we go down to B flat, and we use exactly the same fingering. Check it out. 4th on B flat, 2nd finger on A flat, 3rd on E, 1st on D. Yeah, It's all underneath your fingers. It's nice and tidy. Yeah? And same for A flat. And then same for G flat. And then same for E. Yeah? Same for D. Now guys, these fingerings are important because as we're playing a finger per fret and we're crossing strings and we're moving the shape around the instrument, especially when you get into the lower register, the exercise will intensify because you've got a bigger stretch there, okay? And guys, these fingerings are here to help you. These fingerings and other fingerings that we do at Real Life Gig Advice Bass Players Only. Because what these fingerings do, they help you navigate the fretboard, and what you'll begin to discover is shapes and patterns emerging across the fretboard within harmony, within scales and arpeggios. Okay guys, so let's talk about how you can practice this exercise and get a real workout from it. So guys, what I would recommend is that you take the exercise in the PDF and just play it nice and slow with the fingerings and the suggested tablature position. Can't talk. I just play it slowly descending. Just get used to the sound. You know, it's a different sound that you might not use all the time. Yeah? And then playing it ascending. Yeah? Now guys, we've just scratched the surface with that. There's so many different ways that you can take this exercise and do your own variations on it. So this is homework time, right? Assignment 1. So I want you to get to grips with this exercise from JACO and Marcus by using this shape, getting used to the sound and the position of the whole tone scale on the fretboard by playing it ascending and descending. Assignment 2. So once you've got familiar with ascending and descending on this exercise, I want you to start putting this exercise in different keys and extending it to cover the full range of your bass, whether it be 5-string or 4-string. And assignment number 3, guys, I want you to come up with some of your own creative ways in which you can practice this exercise to take it a step further. So for example, you could use a shape and you could descend on the shape on 1 degree of the whole tone scale. Yeah? And then on the next degree of the scale, the next time you play the shape, you play it ascending. Do you get me? And so on and so on. All the way up the fretboard and all the way down the fretboard across the whole range of the instrument. Guys, there are so many variations that you can do with this exercise. And guys, I'm sure that Marcus and JACO would have extended this exercise to get the most out of it. And that's what you're going to do. When you've come up with all these creative ways of how to practice this exercise, I want you to let me know in the comments what it is, how you're practicing it, how you came up with it. And do you know what? Maybe we'll even do a video taking a look at some of your creative ways to practice this scale. Guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Just a little sprinkle of wisdom from the master himself, JACO Pastorius. If you got value from the lesson, smash the like button, leave me a comment. I read all my comments, I will get back to you. Yeah guys, if you've got any suggestions for any exercises or anything bass or music related that you want to see in the future, just let me know in the comments and I will get back to you. I'm here for you. This is a community as well. I want us to all interact with one another. And guys, I'm excited to hear what you come up with this exercise. Well listen, I will see you in the next video. Alright, take it easy. Nice one.